Hello guys and welcome to a Ron Gamer video. I wanted to do a quick revision slash format review of the Raid Boss event that we are due to see returning very soon. That should be tomorrow, so that's April 2nd, June 2nd, sorry, is when we should see the return of this event. Now the last time this event was available was April, that was around April, I believe. Maybe wrong exactly in the date, but now this event, for those who don't know, is a very classic type of event seen in a lot of MMORPG games. So let me just quickly cover what this event is about. Now, all this information is available on the official Dawn of Titans website. That's blog.dawnofTitans.com, and you'll have to navigate to the April blog to find this information. So whatever I say here and show is all available, but remember, this information is all regarding the event we've already seen and not the event that's coming, because remember, this event is a new event, and this is only the second time ever that we're going to be seeing this event come about. So the first one was a beta, so they do say that there will be some changes that might be introduced in the new one. We don't know that for sure, but that's what it is all about. So alright, so let's get into this thing and have a look at what this event is. Alright, so in a nutshell, the first thing you got to remember is if you are going to be doing this event, you must be at a castle level 10 and above. So extremely new players to this game, you're gonna have tough luck because you will not be able to participate, and of course you got to be in an alliance. So assuming that you all are in castle level 10 and above and in an alliance, here's how it works, guys. And very simply, you will see a land pop up just below the place where all your neutral lands or free lands are available in your kingdom view. So what you should be able to see is a land which looks like a conquest land come up at level 1. So think of this as your conquest plinth level 1. Right now, what you're going to see is a certain currency that you will need. Now these can't remember the name is. They do say it somewhere here, but these attack tokens, let's call it attack tokens, you will need 4 attack tokens to make one raid on this so-called raid boss land. Alright, so what is okay, so, and you're gonna have 20 as the max that you can have at any point. So that's 5 attacks on a full capacity. And now these raid boss tokens, attack tokens, they refresh automatically. I believe it's about 25 minutes. So it does take quite a while for you to get your 4 attack tokens to be able to do this. And unlike your conquest, you cannot, I repeat this, you cannot, at least that's how it's been in the last event, you cannot obtain these tokens in any other way apart from spending some gems. So that's the only way you can get it. That's by either waiting or spending gems. Alright, so what is it that you do once you attack a land? Now at the plinth level 1, so every land has certain amount of hit points. So level 1 in the last event had 150,000 points. Alright, so what you have to do is go in and attack the land, and your goal, not by yourself but as an alliance, is to deplete, that is to bring the points down from, or the health of the land down from the max, which is for level 1 to 150k, to 0. And you have to do this for 5 lands, and each land has substantially more hit points than the previous level. Alright, so let's keep that in mind. That's what you gotta do. Right, now if you start at level 1, now every plinth, as they call it, or level, has some very juicy rewards associated with them. And in fact, I would say all the rewards for across all levels are actually very good, because essentially, if, and this is a big if you're in an alliance with strong players, and what do we mean by strong? I mean, I would say players that have the ability to take down some uh, fairly big fairly big defenses. You don't have to be extremely high castle level 18 and 20 and above. You should be fine if you've got a decent set of titans available. Right, so what do you do then? You attack a land, and after your alliance has finished bringing the land health to 0, you get to collect all the rewards at once. You don't collect them, but you become eligible to collect all the rewards of that plinth level as an alliance. So what that means is, let's say you do this event in your alliance and your alliance only manages to defeat level 1. That is, you bring down the level 1 health from 150k to 0, and you are unable to beat any other land following. You're not able to beat level 2 and bring its health down to 0. If that happens, and when this event ends, and now also this event has run in the past, the one time that it's run for about 48 hours, right? So you've got 2 days to do this. So if by the end of 2 days you don't manage to beat any other land other than level 1, then you will get all the rewards associated with level 1. And I'll show you what the rewards were for this event, for the last event that we had. And they're pretty decent, okay? Now, so what else we got to see? Now, one of the things you remember, if you're in an alliance, that you can't just be in an alliance and not do anything. Alright, you must be in an alliance that's active, of course, to get the best possible prizes. That is, to complete as many levels as you guys can. But also you must contribute. So if you don't have at least an attack in and you're not castle level 10, you will not get the rewards. So at this point, I think it's worth mentioning again, no rewards are given out while the event is active. So all the rewards you get for completing any number of levels that you do is only at the end of the event. Right now, as an alliance, of course, your goal is, should be the goal, is to defeat all the levels 1 to 5, and you can only do that, and as mentioned this again and again, if you are an alliance with and this is just my opinion, you might differ a bit on this, but in an alliance which has mostly level 18, 20 plus players, castle 20 players, with a decent selection of titans, and who are active, and this is a big thing, guys. If you're in an alliance which is dead, what I mean by that is people who only logging in during the weekend, as we call them, the weekend warriors. If you're in a weekend warrior alliance, you're gonna struggle, because remember, there is no other way of getting those attack tokens, those 4 attack tokens that you need to make 1 raid. There's no other way of getting those apart from waiting or spending gems, right? So, and especially if you're a free-to-play player and you do not wish to spend anything on this event, and actually you don't need to spend anything on this event. I did this event the last time with my alliance, of course, without spending a single gem. Alright, and I did this, and we got, as an alliance, we finished all the levels, plinth 1 to 5, and we got the top rewards, right? So shout out to Kraken, that's the alliance I'm in. So now getting back to this, guys, so you've got 2 days to this event. Last time we had seen Zeus. Now what is so special about this so-called plinth? So what does it take to defeat these levels? Right, so what we have seen in the last one was a special version of Zeus. Zeus, which had the skills as you see on the screen, it had the power of invoke. And what Zeus did was, we saw Zeus on his own on the battlefield, right? So you go in, alright, and I believe you only get to take a few troops. I'll have to check that actually. You don't get to take in a whole lot of troops as well, which is kind of similar to what we see in Assault, right? So you take in a Titan, you go in and try and bring the health of Zeus to 0. Okay, so Zeus is what the plinth level health is very much associated with. There are going to be other troops on the battlefield, not too many, to help Zeus, I guess. Your goal is not to kill them. Your goal is to kill or slash bring the health of Zeus down to 0. That is the goal, guys. Alright. Now, what's special about these raid boss titans is every time the health of Zeus or the titan in question goes down, or at least this was the case with Zeus, the health of the certain stats of the titan went up. So in the case of Zeus, his armor piercing went up, his lightning damage went up, and his titan resist against melee went up. So in the start, what you'll find is once you start whacking Zeus with whatever troops you have or titan you have, it'll be easy in the start to get his health down, and afterwards it'll take a bit longer to get him to 0. Alright, now if you do this and you get the maximum points, that is, you do the most damage you can in the hit, which should be your goal, you finish your 4 portal stones, and you have then 4 more attacks, or 3 more attacks to do before your 20th one out. And then you gotta just wait the clock and hit the lands when you can. That is assuming you're not deciding to spend any gems on this. Now, if you do beat the event, if you do beat as an alliance, you beat all the levels. All right, that's 1 to 5. The top reward, which will be in the level 5 plinth region, you will get a titan. And this titan will be the boost titan, and this is what they say the trend is going to be. You'll receive a titan which will be the maximum boost for the event that week. So previously during the Zeus raid boss event, we saw a level 10 Jaldorg, and this Earth Ranger, Fossa Earth Ranger, was available, and he gave a 1.4 boost for the Lithator event that we saw on Thursday. This week we have a return of the Viking, so I'm not sure what the event is going to be. Hopefully it might be we might see some reskilled old Viking Titans. Perhaps a Thor would be nice, but my sort of personal thought on this is they will likely give us all a collection, a token, a Viking token to choose from, and then you can pick from the old non-reskilled Viking Titans. But either way, guys, if you wanted to be able to do that alliance event for cheaper, it is imperative that you as an alliance do well, i.e. ideally finish all the levels 1 to 5 of the raid boss event. Now here's a summary of rewards that we had in the last event. So we've got a bunch of 2-star stuff, you not really care. Portal stones, pretty good actually, which you can of course use in the Thursday's event, the Vikings event, or on the week after, up to you really. But the key stuff here, guys, is what you get at level, what you get apart from Titan. The real reward here, at least in my opinion, is the Earth Candle. So in this case, you get a 4-star Earth Candle, which is the token to boost your souls for the Thursday's event. So in this case, it was the Lithator event. So if you finish all the levels, you pick up 1 4-star boost token, you pick up 1 3-star boost token, 2 2-star boost tokens, and 1 1-star token. That is a fantastic boost to your souls for free, for doing nothing. In Thursday's event, you just start off right off the bat with I'm not really sure how many souls that is. Let's say probably 2,000, 3,000 souls plus, right? So that's what you got to do. Now some tips, guys, right? So how do you succeed? This is my opinion. How do you do well, at least for the Zeus event? Now this time we're going to see Odin. That's what we all know. Now if his skills are anything like this, then what you want to do is go in with a summoner. Alright, you want to go in with a summoner, a melee summoner. Why is that? Because you want to instantly drop some Omega melee troops on the Titan. In this case, in this event, is going to be Odin, so that you start getting the points down right from the first second. Right? So you keep hitting him, you kind of engage him in melee combat. He won't die pretty quickly, and then you can get your ranged troops on the back and go and try to well, get Zeus killed. Or if you've got really strong melee troop like Osiris's horde, right? Or you've got some really beefy spearmen of Pixies, you could do that as well. But remember, the idea is that you engage the Titan from second one. Don't let him not sort of roam free, as to say, and because he's going to do massive damage, guys, and you might just lose. So now there will be some other troops on the battlefield, and I will try and do a video when the event goes live tomorrow. But don't worry too much about the troops on the side. Now the last event we had some Omega maidens drop on the side, which is quite dangerous. But if you got a melee summoner like Pixie, even Dionysus will do well actually, or even Lithator, Kronos, they all will do well. Your idea is to engage, is to just block them. You don't need to kill them off. You just block them, right? So just let them do what they are, and get some ranged troops on the back and finish the job. Right, guys. I think I covered most of the stuff for this event. So hopefully this is useful for those that haven't seen this event or wanted some more clarity, and I hope I have managed to do that. So yeah, in conclusion, get into an active alliance. Be castle level 10 and above, and try and be very active, right? You got to be active from the start of the event, which should start tomorrow around that's about, I think it's about 2 or 3 p.m. UK time, right? So alright guys, that's it for this video, and I'll catch you all in another one. See ya.